Hi guys, this is Val from valkayink, and we are on our last day of the 12 days of anime, which is sad. This has been really fun. I definitely wanted to use the last day to talk about one of my absolute favorite films that is holiday themed, and that is Satoshi Kon's Tokyo Godfathers. This is one of my absolute favorites. I love this movie. I watch it every single year. Every time I watch it, I forget how much I love it. Basically, the story goes like this. There are three homeless people that find an abandoned baby in a dumpster, and they set off on a journey to take it back home. I wanted to give you guys a really short synopsis. I don't want to go too much into detail because every moment in this film builds on itself and is wonderful. It's just beautiful. Basically, we meet three homeless people. We have Hana-chan, we have Gin-chan, and we have Mayuki, who is our main character. And Hana-chan is an ex-drag queen. She is a man who feels like a woman, and that is why in the rest of this video I will refer to her as her. She is just this sweet person who is fun-loving. She has so much heart and soul, and she cares so much about the people she's living with in this homeless situation. She is the one who finds the baby with the other two and decides she has to take care of this baby. She has so much love to give, and the other two are just begging her, please, please, let's take this baby back to the police. Gin-chan is a homeless man that basically looks after Hana and Mayuki. He cares very much about them. Even the other homeless people kind of stay away from him because he might be dangerous. There's a little scene that kind of indicates that. He has lost a lot in his life. Mayuki is a teenage runaway. She has run away from her home and chooses to be homeless. The reasons that these three people are homeless are all very different, but they're all very real reasons as to why homelessness exists. Satoshi Kon set out to make a movie to highlight that and show that, because I think sometimes we as people just like to assume the worst. So they find this baby and they all feel for it. They are all very, very attached to the well-being of this child. The other thing that's so nice in this film, and I love to talk about, is there is this series of coincidences that happen in this film in the way it's written, where you can view it as, wow, isn't the world small? Isn't that crazy that that happened? Or you can view it as, this is fate, this was meant to happen. It treads that line so well. I love any kind of anime or any kind of movie that talks about fate or talks about coincidence. I like that idea that it can be read as either direction. But yeah, there are themes that come up in this series. It's not just about homelessness or child abandonment. There are themes about mothers and daughters, fathers and daughters, children and parents. There is a theme with angels. Angels are the saving grace in this film. It even starts with a choir singing, and the first thing you see is an angel. There are places that are named Angel. There are references to angels and stories in the movie. The other thing that is a constant throughout the movie is the name Kyoko. When Hana-chan has this baby in her arms, she decides to name it Kyoko. Kyoko in Japanese is a reference to pure, is a reference to Holy Night, Silent Night, that type of thing. It being in the Christmas season and New Year's season, it's a beautiful name that follows them throughout the story. The name Kyoko comes up and saves them at different instances throughout the movie, and it's fun to spot those. Ultimately, they go on this journey to get this child back to its mother, and in the process, each of them returns home in some way. Each of them reconnects to something that they had lost previously when they became homeless. By the end of the film, it feels like so much strife and so much struggle happens, but ultimately everyone comes home and has family again. It's reiterated even in the last scene where they're all together and they feel like a family who has found their other families again. It's heartwarming, it's heartbreaking, it is just a lot. For an hour and a half, it feels like you've watched a 3-hour movie, but the pacing is so well done. It feels a lot shorter. Visually, it's stunning. All of the characters have these rich characteristics. You know, Hana-chan has this long face, and Miyuki-chan has this soft round face, and the baby even has a mole that makes it very distinct. Gin-chan has this big bushy beard and these really expressive eyes. All of the people, even the side characters, are fascinating. The The way they did this movie, there's a lot of hand-painted pieces and a lot of digital animation that merge together seamlessly. So you get a lot of scenes of beautiful night skies or of beautiful cityscapes or bridges and lights that are just very rich and very welcoming. Even in scenes where they, as homeless people, seem very unwelcome, they prove that to themselves, you know, what their worth is and their worth to their families they reconnect with. And even the last scene, it's not explicit, but you can see that they're all getting better and they're all finding their homes again. I put this movie in and even my parents love it. They just think it's a great film. Satoshi Kon set out to make this film to show that anime pushes boundaries and animation can touch all sorts of subjects and illustrate so many points in society and not just be the typical seasonal animation. It really speaks to what I love about animation, which is we can gain so much more out of anime than just something that you toss on a shelf after the season's over. This is one of the few that really sticks with me and one of the few that I will always recommend. Happy holidays, everyone. I adore you guys so much. I just wanted to tell you all how much I love all of you. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for chatting with me. I'm really thankful and I hope to see you in the next year and I hope we all grow and just prosper together. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 12 days of Anime BB. Thank you for everyone who participated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hi all to all my subscribers. See you then. Bye. Mwah.